Hudson Booster Day Parade. We are so glad to have you here with us today. I'm Mary Claire Olson Potter, President of the Hudson Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, and joining me today is Chris Kost, Executive Director of the YMCA here in Hudson. Welcome, Chris.
Good morning. Thank you, Mary Claire.
So glad to have you here with me today. And we want to thank Nate and the entire team with River Channel for all of their hard work filming and recording this great parade today. And what a beautiful day we have set up.
Nice breeze, not a cloud in the sky, and a lot of energy from the kids. They're all ready for their candy.
They are, and the Booster Days kicked off on Thursday with the carnival and then again last night, and we'll be down in Lakefront Park all weekend with fabulous entertainment and bingo and a lot of things we'll talk about a little bit later, but looks like the weather is going to cooperate with everything that they have planned.
Looks like a great weekend for Booster Days and all the great things that Booster Days does to support our athletics and youth in the Hudson area.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have a full parade lineup today, so we are excited to start off with the parade with the Hudson Police Department. The Hudson Police Department is committed to serving and protecting and educating with excellence. The police department was established in 1867 and is currently made up of 28 sworn officers, 3 civilian clerical staff, and 3 parking officers, and we so want to thank Police Chief Willems and his entire team for all that they do for the community and give back and keeping us all safe.
And I also think that it's important to thank the police department for the efforts they do with the Explorers and also our Citizens Police Academy that they do periodically.
Absolutely, and come down to Lakefront Park on August 1st for a National Night Out, and then that's hosted by the local police department, running from 5 to 8, but I know the Chamber will be down there, and I'm sure the Y will be, but that's just a great out event.
And we see the police department is right nearby, followed by our color guard for today. Our honor guard is composed of the veterans belonging to the American Legion Post 50 and the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 2115. They represent Hudson in parades at other civic events in the St. Croix Valley and perform funerals, honors for deceased veterans. I want to thank all those that have served and those that are here today, showing our colors. We also have our Grand Marshals for the Booster Days. Our Grand Marshals are Brian and Holly Mars, honored to be this year's Grand Marshals. They retired from the Boosters in 2022 after almost 20 years as Booster members. You may have seen them running the Booster Easter egg hunt, working in the upper bar at the Beanbag Tournament for Booster Days, among other duties. They have 3 children, Summer, Kyle, Feniger, Savannah Sawyer, Arndt, and Seth, and an amazing grandson, Theo. Holly grew up in Hudson, the youngest of 16 Penman children, and Brian is from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, but they both call Hudson home. Most weekends you will find them at their cabin up north with their golden retrievers, Benny and Rooster. But Booster Days will always be their favorite weekend. They want to thank you all for supporting Booster Days and Hudson's youth. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Oh, and I think, Chris, what's so important is that the Hudson Booster Club is totally volunteer-driven. So people give countless hours, not only during this weekend's event, planning and getting that executed, but all of the youth and all the sports events that you mentioned throughout the year.
It's amazing the work that's done behind the scenes that residents of Hudson don't know. And without the boosters and the booster parade, there'd be little that people would know.
And here's Holly Schultz. She is the Booster Day coordinator. She's been a Hudson Booster member for 15 years and the coordinator for 8 years. She's married to longtime Booster member Pete Schultz, and they had 3 daughters go through the softball program. And when she isn't planning the largest fundraiser event for the Boosters, Holly loves to kayak, garden, read, and have fun and with adventures with her family and friends. That's quite a fancy car the mayor's riding in today.
It is, and who would have known that Hudson's had 53 different mayors. Rich O'Connor became Hudson's 53rd mayor in April of 2016 when he was elected to his first term in office. Mayor O'Connor was reelected in 2018, 2020, and 2022. Rich is from St. Paul, Minnesota, native and a graduate of the University of Notre Dame. Rich served for 12 years in the Minnesota House of Representatives and served on numerous boards and commissions in the St. Paul area. In 1999, Rich moved to Hudson with his family. He is currently a member of the Hudson Area Joint Library Board, the Hudson Area Library Foundation, and has served in leadership capacity with many Hudson area volunteer organizations. He is an independent certified financial planner at AdvisorNet Financial in Hudson. Rich and his wife Cindy have 3 adult children and 2 granddaughters, which I think we saw those in the car that drove by.
Absolutely. And following the mayor was the village president of North Hudson, Stan Wecken. The village of North Hudson was incorporated on June 10th, 1912, from part of the town of Hudson, which was then a township in St. Croix County. While the 1890 census figures showed the population of North Hudson at 26 residents, the village had its own post office, a feed mill, and the Omaha Railroad shops and depot. And Stan is the current president of North Hudson, and we're so pleased to have him with us today.
Yeah, when I came to Hudson, it was very important for me to realize that Hudson and North Hudson are 2 separate entities, both very important for the history of this area, the St. Croix Valley.
And what we're seeing is all of those communities coming together to work for the common good of the greater Hudson area, which is fabulous. So as you think about the rest of the day down in Lakefront Park, the food stands are open, the beer garden, you can catch bingo, and then live entertainment will start today at 1:30, and the car show is at 2 p.m. Chris, are you doing the hot dog eating contest at 3 o'clock today?
I am not doing the hot dogs eating contest, but I will watch on the 4th of July the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. It's amazing how these people can eat so much food.
I know, that is amazing.
Now we have the Hudson Fire Department coming up. The Hudson Fire Chief is Drew Spielman, and the Fire Inspector is Mike Peruka. Currently, there are 36 public full-time career fire departments in Wisconsin. What's amazing about our Hudson Fire Department is that we have so many incredible volunteers that at the spur of the moment, when they get the call, they respond to the beautiful new firehouse that we have up on the hill and keep all of us safe, especially during the winter. They've done a lot of calls this winter for cars that were impacted by the snow, and so a lot of emergency calls and so forth that they were helping out with. So it's great to have them here. 150 years serving the St. Croix Valley.
And as you mentioned, their new building is just a beautiful space for a wide variety of community meetings too.
And bagpipes. I don't think I've heard bagpipes in Hudson in a while.
They sound great.
Hopefully you can hear them at home, everybody.
I think they brought down every truck that's in the building up in their new building, which is fabulous.
Exactly, and it looks like there's 8, 9 different vehicles, and one of the first ones is one of the vintage fire trucks, and it's amazing when you hear about these fire trucks and how they keep them running and how heavy some of these old fire trucks were.
And we get to see the vintage one a couple times a year.
Beautiful engine number 1 for the Hudson Fire Department.
I think all these trucks were polished and shined last night.
A lot of work. 1873 to 2023. You can see the emblem on all their trucks.
This is the day that the families of some of the firefighters get to join in the fun.
Exactly. Amazing machines and the technology they have on them. It's come a long ways since the first fire trucks. Here's some of the firefighter kids on the trucks, enjoying the time to be on the trucks.
We so appreciate all the many things they do in this community, and the different fundraisers that they do that bring the community together.
And the Touch a Truck events. You know, it's a kids' highlight when they can come up and see these trucks. I know every fall we have the Hilltop Pumpkin Party, and they bring one of the trucks, and the firefighters are there to help the kids put on the gear and to climb on board and act like they're steering the trucks. It's just amazing the work that they do to help future firefighters as well.
Right. And 150 years celebration this year is amazing.
And you wouldn't think that there are so many different fire trucks, but when you look at the Hudson area, when you have all of our different townships and areas, they have to be able to carry their water, transport their water for their fires and emergencies. Hello, Zuli. Good, how are you doing?
And we also have the Town of St. Joseph truck here too. Followed by Lakeview Hospital and the great partnership we have with them for the EMS team. Following the fire trucks, we have the Hudson Ambassadors. We'd like to thank Maya and Jenna and Mimi for their great job representing Hudson over the past year. And we also get to welcome the new, hey John, the new 2023 Royals as they look forward to their year ahead. They were just crowned on Thursday evening, and we welcome Hudson Ambassador Haley Earnwriter, sponsored by 4 North Beauty Collective, Natalia Lobina, sponsored by Elevate Nutrition, Ava Shabu, sponsored by Purdy Family Dentistry, and Maria Lyon, sponsored by Pedro's del Este. The Hudson Ambassador Program gives young women a full year of community service, relationship building, and leadership skill development, all while representing and traveling across Wisconsin and Hudson. So congratulations to the new court.
Congrats. And Haley's dad is one of our chamber board members. So
Absolutely.
It's nice to have
That's
representation. Right. And Haley's dad is one of our manufacturer representatives for the chamber and our wonderful manufacturers we have here in the Hudson area.
And here we have the current court. We thank Mary and Allison, and we thank the girls as they end their reign. We'll send them out on a great note.
It's probably bittersweet for them. I know that many of them have enjoyed their year, and it's been a fun experience that will last with them for a long time.
Absolutely, and we so appreciate all that they do to represent and invite people to come and travel to Hudson as they travel across the state, both in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
And tourism is so important for Hudson, and we see that by representing in other areas. They see how wonderful and beautiful Hudson really is with the river and everything else we have here to showcase.
Absolutely. And if you haven't gone down and played Hudson Booster Days Bingo, you need to add that to your list for this weekend. Hudson Booster Days invite all of you to come to the bingo tent next to the band shell for some fun times. And who knows, you could win big money down there. So I know a lot of friends go down and love to play bingo. It's a fun community event.
Will we go down there before the fireworks or after?
I would go before.
Before, okay.
Before the
bingo.
fireworks. Yes, that was funny. All right.
We got a clown whipping by on his tricycle and bubbles. Kids love the bubbles.
You love the bubbles. More bingo. Okay, we have a couple cars for the bingo, which is fabulous.
B3I9 N35 G49 072.
I think you're a winner.
What do I win?
I don't know.
I know.
Maybe some good candy or something fun. We are so pleased to have Crowning Achievements with us today. It is a nonprofit serving men and women over 16 years of age with special needs within the St. Croix Valley, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and beyond. They host fun events each month as well as a pageant and raffle the first weekend in November. So check out their Facebook page for more information, and please note on November 4th at New Richmond's Faith Community Church is their annual pageant and raffle fundraiser. So a huge thank you for all of them for being with us today.
And it's such a great organization. Crowning Achievements does so much for these young people and young adults. Keeps them involved and keeps them motivated and also helps them feel valued.
Love how they decorated their float this year.
And a little bit of Frozen music in the background.
Who doesn't love Frozen?
Exactly. And we got a Statue of Liberty.
Fabulous.
If you can hear in the background, we have the Hudson High School Marching Band approaching. The Hudson High School Marching Band is an extracurricular ensemble that represents the school at parades, football games, and field show festivals around the region. The primary performance venues are field show festivals, including festivals in Hudson, Cumberland, Minneapolis, and the State Marching Band Championship in Whitewater. This is an ensemble that has openings in the color guard, flags and rifles for anyone who wishes to audition. The Hudson High School Marching Band is a great place to come together as an ensemble, make new friends, travel, and perform for thousands of people.
And I think these are recently new uniforms too, within the past few years, are they not?
Yes, and I think they recently traveled overseas on a trip as well.
Well, you got to love the marching band in the parade. Can't have a parade without a marching band.
And it's amazing the dedication that these students put in.
Yes.
It's not easy playing an instrument and then having to march and play it at the same time. And on some of these days where it's super hot and they're in full gear,
Right.
It's amazing. And many of these marching band students also participate in a number of other activities, sports, clubs, and so forth. So the marching band isn't the only thing that many of these students do.
And thank you to their parents who also help coordinate and pull this vehicle and pack everything up and get everything coordinated. And I often hear them practicing in the summer, which is really fun.
I can hear them from the Y when they've got their drum competitions going.
Okay.
You can hear the thunder in the background. So it's amazing what they do. And again, it's a shout out to the Hudson School District and all the opportunities they have for our youth, not only in music, but in performances, in sports, academics, and so forth. So kudos to all those that invest in the lives of our youth.
Absolutely, and as we wait for the next entry to come down, we just want to again remind everyone that the great events happening down in Lakefront Park this weekend with the carnival, the beer garden, food stands, bingo, entertainment will start today at 1:30. The car show is today at 2 p.m. And then the hot dog eating contest that we're both going to not be able to participate in today, but invite others to come down and do that. And then entertainment starts again at 5 p.m. tonight. And tomorrow morning on Sunday at 10 a.m. is the kids fishing contest. So let's hope there's some good fish in that river down there to be caught.
Well, and bring your kids down to the carnival. Kids love rides, and
Right.
they've put a lot of effort into finding rides that the kids will love, and it just makes a great view when you can look at the river from some of those rides when you're higher up in the air as well.
And we also want to mention, so the fireworks in Hudson are always on Sunday evening, no matter when the 4th falls. So they will be Sunday evening around dusk, but some of the best fireworks in the St. Croix Valley area, I hear, are coming to town tomorrow.
That's what I hear. Sunday night fireworks, it's over the next few days, we're going to hear a lot of fireworks going off in the area.
That's right.
But I know that they've invested a lot in these fireworks, and hopefully it's a big draw to the wonderful community and the river that they're going to be shot off over.
Right.
Next, we have B&B Makeup, located at 512 3rd Street. They offer makeup applications, lessons, bridal makeup, brow blading, lash extensions, facial, spray tans, permanent makeup, tooth jewels, waxing, and all hair care you need. Don't forget to check out their over-the-top Airbnbs, including the Pink Castle, Goth House, and the new Pink Flamingo. Visit their website at beautyresortwi.com.
And following that, we have the North Hudson Pepper Fest, which is a 3-day celebration that honors North Hudson, Wisconsin's community Italian heritage with homemade Italian food, a beer garden, live entertainment, contests, rides, a parade, and a queen coronation. So the 2023 festival royalty is King Scott Hendricks, Queen Ava Preisel, Princess Ava Adine, Josie Hadine, and Adele Mitchell. So we're so excited to talk about the Pepperfest Parade, which will be August 18th through the 20th this year. So be sure and make your way down to North Hudson.
And always some amazing Italian food at
Absolutely.
Pepperfest. Lots of spaghetti, meatballs, and everything else.
So this court is wrapping up their reign as the coordination of the new court will take place in August. I think these are some of the candidates right here vying for that spot. Hudson Boosters Baseball provides baseball opportunities for ages 5, entering kindergarten in the fall, through 14 for all skill levels. So it offers both local and traveling baseball. And who doesn't love baseball, right?
Especially this time of year.
Exactly.
And not only just the baseball for boys, but for girls as well.
Absolutely. It's for everyone, and we invite you to check out the Hudson Boosters website to find out how you can get registered to play. But again, you do have to be 5 through 14.
Yes.
So I guess I'm out.
But then we have to thank all the parents as well that are parent coaches
Absolutely.
as well. So that's amazing.
Parent coaches and umps, too.
Yes.
Very important.
That's one of my first jobs. I was an ump, umping some citywide baseball.
Did you throw anyone out?
No, I didn't. I got yelled at by parents, though, and that's the hardest thing
terrible.
with some of these coaches and refs these days.
No yelling at the umpires.
Next, we have the Republican Party of St. Croix County. The Republican Party of St. Croix County, your election destination. Visit their headquarters in Hudson, Wisconsin, located right off Exit 4. To North Star Family Chiropractic for any information on local, state, and federal elections and how you can get involved.
So following them, Chris, is...
Well, we've got Trinity Lutheran
Yes.
Church and Academies. Trinity Lutheran Church, where everyone is welcome to join the Trinity Ship. We worship, fellowship, provide discipleship, and partnership with the Hudson community. We are a vibrant two-campus church ministry and school with a mission to make disciples of all nations by loving God, loving others, and serving the world. Our academy offers childcare starting at 6 weeks of age and continues education from preschool through 8th grade. Our academy provides academic excellence and develops leaders who also live to follow Trinity's mission. Check us out at www.trinityhudson.org or like us on our Facebook page.
We have some very excited children on this float. That's great.
I have a number of neighbors that their kids go to Trinity. Hello, Isaac.
Yeah, good to see you, Isaac.
Isaac is where, who doesn't know Isaac?
I know, right?
But Trinity, what a great option for families, for their kids, for academics, as well as, you know, your religious needs. There's one thing about Hudson is there's so many different churches in our area.
That is true, and as we look at the calendar of events for a number of things coming up, yet I know we're enjoying the beautiful summer, and we're going to have fireworks on Sunday. We have St. Croix River Fest that comes up in July with Yellowstone Trail Heritage in August, and the Pupper Fest that we mentioned, but we don't want to talk about fall yet, but you do want to mark your calendar for September 23rd and 24th for the Spirit of St. Croix Art Festival that takes place down in Lakefront Park, and we are excited that the Y will be back with their paint canoe.
We will.
Excellent.
In a new relationship with another organization, we're going to have our canoe and let everybody paint their designs, which has been something we haven't been able to do for the last couple years, but we're excited to bring it back this year. It's always been a huge draw.
It is a huge draw. And following this float, we have Creative Homes. Creative Homes build homes, not houses. At Creative Homes, their passion is to create and deliver an unmatched customer experience. And they have done some phenomenal projects in Hudson and in the Hudson area and building these beautiful homes for people in our community. We thank them for that.
And have you ever seen the cement pump trucks? This truck is amazing how they can get the cement into the different areas of building.
That is one big truck.
We also want to let you know that along with the carnival and other activities going on down at Lakefront Park, we also have a number of food stands. And the food stands will include Big Guy's Barbecue, Nini's Tacos, Agave to Go-Go, the Boy Scouts of America, Bennett's Chop House, Triboba Tea, and many more. So if you're hungry, you don't want to cook tonight or tomorrow, come on down and, you know, sample some of the amazing food from our local vendors.
And here we have Woodbury Days, and that takes place August 18th through the 20th. And it's a free family fun-filled weekend. And Woodbury is represented by Miss Woodbury Bree, Princess Isabel and Ava, Little Woodbury, Amelia, Little Princesses Alexis and Sophia, and Senior Queen Barb. So they're getting fired up for their event coming forward in August.
And I know, Mary Claire, if you weren't tied to this headset, you'd be up dancing around to that music.
I know, right? They have a lovely float.
Options for Women is our next float. It is a pregnancy resource clinic in River Falls. They offer no-cost confidential services, including pregnancy testing, ultrasound, nurse consultations, STI testing, parenting education, baby supplies, women's support, and personal growth program. Case management for practical needs. Call or visit the website to set up an appointment. Options for Women truly cares about our clients they serve and each visitor for their unique situation.
Where's the car?
Next, I will have to say we are excited to have Rotary showing our car. Our car is not here yet, but it is being delivered soon. But in the passenger side of the truck is our Rotary ambassador, Dick Whitcomb, who's been a Rotarian for over 30-some years. The Rotary car raffle is back this year after taking a year off. Rotary, Daybreak Rotary, in the last 33 years has awarded over $1.5 million to nonprofits in the St. Croix area. We do that by selling raffle tickets, and so the raffle tickets, all the proceeds go back into supporting our community nonprofits. And this year we're projecting to give out probably about $50,000 to nonprofit agencies in the St. Croix Valley. So it's a great fundraiser. We'll be outside of County Market and a number of other events between now and October. And this year we're excited. We have a new partner. We're partnering with the high school. And so we'll actually give away the car in October at the last home football game at halftime. So the school district is actually helping us out by helping us sell tickets this year. Our goal is to sell 12,000 tickets.
And it looks like you could buy tickets today. We have some Rotarians right here that you can buy and purchase your tickets and win that fabulous red Mustang. That's a hot car, I just have to say.
It is. And you know what? We're really thankful that Hudson Ford works with us at a great cost for that red Mustang. Tickets are very affordable, 1 for $5, 3 for $10, 12 for $20, or you can get 20 for $100. So great opportunity to support nonprofits in the St. Croix Valley area. So next we have the Hudson Raiders dance team. It consists of 31 athletes in grades 9 through 12. The team performs pom, kick, jazz, and hip hop at school events, including football and basketball games. The Raiders compete at both the local and national events. The varsity Raiders are the 2023 Big Rivers Conference champions, the 2023 D1 North Wisconsin champions in jazz, and the 2023 Wisconsin State champions in both D1 kick, D1 jazz. The team is coached by Bailey Muschler, Christian Vandebroek, Monica Servey, Kim Hoff, and Ashley Marcellus. Great opportunity for youth of all ages, and they have camps coming up. If your littles want to learn how to be Raiders and grow up to be Raiders, great opportunity. Go to their website to find out more about Raiders. We also have the River Falls Royal Ambassadors. River Falls Royal Ambassador Program brings the goodwill and spirit of River Falls to communities near and far. Our mission to promote community involvement while developing leadership skills and bringing goodwill and the spirit of River Falls to other communities. The Grand Royal Ambassador is Ari Lee. The first Royal Ambassador is Elena Lester, and the Royal Ambassador is Lexi Broughton. Congratulations.
So, and we are so excited to have Save a Tree. That's a great truck also that they have, and their East Metro office of Save a Tree is located in Afton, Minnesota, and offers professional tree care and lawn service. And they are experts in tree, shrub, and lawn conditions, and we know it's been really dry lately, so anything you need, I'd invite them to come over. And I just need to, they work with us with Buena Vista Lights in the Park for our 5th year that we're planning for this year, so thank you to Save a Tree. So not only are they certified arborists, but they also do lights. And following them is the Clear Lake Royalty, and they are sponsored by the Clear Lake Civil, and they twirl on their float. Clear Lake Heritage Days began more than 75 years ago as an ice cream social in the park hosted by Cooperative Creamery. In the late 60s, a group of enthusiasts added street music, games, a doll parade, and so forth, and it long outgrew, so they moved it to Main Street, and Clear Lake Heritage Days was born. It is the last full weekend in June, so you can check that out.
This is the first year they've been in our parade, so we're happy to have Clear Lake with us today. Next, we have our wonderful Hudson Hospital and Clinic. Hudson Hospital Clinic is celebrating its 70th anniversary here. We've got a lot of celebrations.
We do. It's
the
a great
hospital,
year.
the fire department. The legacy we have built over the past 70 years continues to drive us to improve health in partnership with our patients and communities. It's our highest priority and greatest honor to serve you and ensure everyone has access to the best health care and service close to home. If people don't know about the hospital, it's not just what they do inside their building off of Exit 2. They do so much in the community and give back so much in the community. It's amazing what they do.
Thank you. Yes, they do. They give so much back, and President Tom is just very involved in the community, as are his team members.
The foundation does so much in partnering. I know we've partnered with them at the Y for our Unlock It program down at Lakefront Park, and now the new one down at the Carpenter Nature Center Wisconsin campus. It is a free outdoor escape room scavenger hunt that anybody can participate in, and Hudson Hospital is one of the big supporters of that with some funding. So lots of free opportunities to come and have fun in the St. Croix Hudson area.
A crowd favorite is just making its way down the road, Chris.
Yes, I'm hearing that, and I think many that have been around in the upper Midwest in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Hudson will recognize that sound. It is the St. Paul Winter Carnival. The fire truck used by the Vulcans was built in 1932. You probably hear that whine in the background. It was built in Laverne, Minnesota. Laverne is considered to be the 9th member of the Vulcan crew.
I always have to try to keep track of who's winning or who's not, and the Vulcan thing. And
well, and I think we have to make sure you get the black check mark.
yeah, no, I'm really good if I don't.
No, okay.
Really good. Yeah. But they are very fun, and when I worked at the St. Paul Chamber, we had great fun with them too. And following the Vulcans, which is always a hard act to follow, but we are so pleased to have Mid-Current Church. They are just a neighbor of the new chamber office where we are. They're just located down on 2nd Street there, and if you're looking for a local church to call home, join Mid-Current every Sunday morning at one of their 2 services at 9 a.m. or 10:30 in downtown Hudson on 1st Street across from the boat launch. They will save you a seat.
It was nice to be able to renovate a building that was not being used into their new office spaces right by the chamber, as you mentioned.
Yes. So with the St. Paul Winter Carnival, we have the royal family, and it's the coolest celebration on earth. As America's longest running international festival, January 2023 marked the 175th year that citizens of this wintry realm proudly celebrate snow and ice throughout the land. The celebration started in 1886, soon after a New York newspaper reporter published a frosty news article claiming the city was, quote, unfit for human habitation. Undaunted, hundreds of St. Paul businessmen belted their snow pants and assembled an exhilarating winterfest for all who crave the cold weather to prove to the nation how we revel in snow and wind. So the royal family is led by Boris Rex, Leo Lewis, Queen of Snows, Liv Swenson, Prime Minister Gary Schock. The royal family also includes 6 King's Guard, 4 Wind Princesses, and Wind Princes and Princesses. And the St. Paul Heritage and Festival and Heritage Foundation is a nonprofit organization that is a proud sponsor of the Winter Carnival. Join them January 25th through February 3rd.
That was a mouthful, Mary Claire.
But there's a lot of great history with that.
Well, and Leo Lewis, who is the king, he's actually a former Minnesota Viking football player and a professor at the University of Minnesota for a number of years. I took a class with him.
Well, go Gophers. That's
exactly.
fabulous.
Yes.
That's fabulous. Now, Carpeting by Mike, check out this float. We love that. Carpeting by Mike is your local carpet and flooring store servicing the St. Croix Valley area. Carpeting by Mike is in Somerset, celebrating 50 years, another anniversary, Chris. And their motto is, a room without a rug is like a kiss without a hug. So on Saturday, July 22nd, is their 50th celebration. So community celebration, go visit them in Somerset.
Who doesn't love a blown up rhino?
I know. So go visit them on July 22nd for their 50th year celebration.
Up next is our Hudson Middle School cheer and stunt team. A cheer team with stunts coached by Melissa Peterson. Drop-in practice are Tuesdays from 5 to 7 at the Hudson Middle School. Lots of talented kids here having fun expressing themselves in dance and cheer and stunts.
And we were so thrilled to have them at the Hudson Community Expo this past year.
Well,
Part of our entertainment. I hope they come back next year.
And not only the middle school, but we also have the high school cheer. A cheer team with stunts coached by Lori Van Allen and Curtis Gall.
And they do stunts right in the middle of the street.
They do.
Right here.
Amazing.
Right.
Backflips, jumps, and so forth. Next, we have the St. Croix County Fair. And if you have not been to the St. Croix County Fair, it is an awesome fair that we have in Glenwood City. The 2022 St. Croix County Fairest of the Fair, Rachel Santhner, and Junior Fairest of the Fair, Audrey Fern. The important dates to remember are in July 19th through 23rd in Glenwood City.
And following them is the Octagon House Museum, located on 3rd Street. Check them out for fabulous tours. The Octagon House is a historic Civil War era house museum that offers events, tours, and teas throughout the year to give you a chance to see old in a new way. We partner with them on the Christmas Tour of Homes. They do a different theme each year. And every Tuesday this summer, they're doing summer markets out at the lawn at the Octagon House on Tuesdays from 3 to 6 p.m. So check that out.
And the historical aspect of the Octagon House and what it brings to Hudson to help individuals understand the history of Hudson. And I know a project by Christian Creative was the Heritage Banner program that Christian Creative, the Octagon House, the Chamber, and many other partners have worked on, has recently been installed in Lakefront Park. So when you walk down there, you're going to see banners on the light post sharing the history of Hudson.
And shortly, soon, we'll have an audio tour available to you that you can download as you walk through and see all those banners. We love the Hudson Hometown Music Fest, and that takes place on Saturday, September 9th from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. Little Neil Diamond playing right now. But the Hudson Hometown Music Fest is in its 8th year, hosted by the Hudson Lions Club. This is a family-friendly event, and they have food vendors and bands and beer and wine available for purchase. They have a silent auction and a wine pull, and proceeds of this event the recipient is St. Croix Therapy. So check them out on Saturday, September 9th, down in Lakefront Park.
We have another group of royalty visiting today. We have the St. Croix Falls Royalty Program. The St. Croix Royalty Program is proud to present the 2022 Miss St. Croix Falls Cassie Johnson, First Princess Elena Smith, Second Princess Kalita Waako, Third Princess Emily McManus, Little Miss St. Croix Falls Avery Jensen, Little First Princess Reese Hansen, Little Second Princess Madison Hansen, and Little Third Princess Aurora Warner. Casey Johnson is also Miss Congeniality.
And they were sporting some great sunglasses, and they totally have that wave down.
Yes.
We have Hudson Ford. Make your way to Hudson Ford, your certified Ford dealer serving drivers throughout Hudson and the surrounding areas. At their dealership, you'll find a solid selection of new Fords for sale, as well as carefully inspected pre-owned vehicles. And they also have a well-connected finance center. So we greatly appreciate all that Hudson Ford continues to do in this community. And following Hudson Ford is the Dancing House. Offers enthusiastic and encouraging atmosphere for students of all ages to learn and experience the art of dance, in person and online. Specializing in beginner dancers, they promise to demonstrate proper techniques and skills that will enrich your practice as a dancer and an artist.
And who doesn't love Cub Scouts? I was a Cub Scout. I had my Pinewood Derby car. We actually won it a couple years, but the Cub Scout Pack 148 is chartered by the Hudson Knights of Columbus, Council 1762. We serve youth in grades K through 5 from all schools in Hudson, teaching them the values of scouting, getting them outdoors, and serving the community.
Yeah, they're cooling down the camera folks with their little water squirts.
And not only the Cub Scouts, but thanks to all the pack parents as well. Without those, we don't have Cub Scouts.
That is
and
true.
even our Girl Scout programs.
That is true. That is true.
Now, I'm not going to give you my little handkerchief boogie joke. Mary
Okay,
Claire,
very good. I
but
think that's great. Thank you.
our next float is Boogie for Jesus. Boogie for Jesus is a dance ministry that tries to create a party atmosphere wherever they perform. Its feature performer, the founder, is a rapper named Lorvin. Through the use of his 4 characters of the charismatic, the Godnator, the Entertainer, and God's Pitbull, he has probably entertained over 3 million people through over 230 parades, the Minnesota State Fair, Sunshine Music Festival, along with other events. He takes popular music, cleans up the lyrics, and then has given over 30 songs a great message for parades. He uses the convertible car with strobe lights. To find out more, go to boogieforjesus.com.
Even got it on his license plate.
Oh, for the price, and Jeff Jesus had paid the price. Smell a pool? Not to meet you. I'm a pool too.
You need a pair of gold pants like that, Mary Claire.
Those are bold. So we have the Simply Giggle Child Care and Montessori 4K. There are 2 Hudson locations in the previous Giggle Factory with an indoor playground and off Hanley Road. And then they focus on play-based centers, child-centered, hands-on learning and fun. So, and their Montessori is a contracted off-site partner with the Hudson School District. They also have a 3-year-old full-day pre-K. So they are hiring. So if you're looking for a fun place to work, check them out at the Simply Giggle Childcare.
Looks like the dinosaur got a little deflated.
Yeah, it needs a little more air, right? Right. We are so thrilled to have the Baldwin royalty just up the road from us, and they celebrate Baldwin Windmill Days. So they're so excited to be here. They're introducing their new court, 2023-24, Miss Baldwin Olivia Vallant, First Princess of Miss Congeniality, Kelly Bauer, Second Princess Missy Reeby, and Third Princess Leslie Ballier, and Fourth Princess Ashley Hansen. Okay, for being a new court, they totally have it down.
They are bouncing.
Right?
They've got it going, and 3/4 of the way through the parade, they still got a lot of energy going.
They do, and their float is being pulled by a Ford flagship Ford, and their event is the last Saturday in September. So check it out in the second weekend in June for Windmill Days.
Next, we have State Representative Shannon Zimmerman and State Senator Rob Staffsholt representing the great city and town of Hudson and the greater St. Croix Valley. We have both of them here today that are walking through and sharing their support for the St. Croix Valley area.
Hey, Jesse.
And what would Wisconsin and Hudson be without soccer? We have the Hudson Western Wisconsin Soccer program here today. Hudson and Western Wisconsin Soccer proudly offers soccer for all ages, abilities, and incomes. Recreational soccer is available for ages 3+ with both youth and adult rec options. Competitive soccer is available for ages 8 to 18. And I learned something this year about the Hudson soccer areas, that they have programs for those that have disabilities as well.
That's fabulous.
They're making sure that everybody can play the wonderful game of soccer.
That's fabulous. And they have bubbles, too.
Bubbles.
So next is Carousel Pole Fitness. Forget what you think you know about pole dancing. Pole dancing is fitness. And it provides Carousel Pole Fitness provides a safe environment and an affirming community where you can discover your inner strengths and find your sparkle. Come for a great workout, join their competitive team, or book your bachelorette, birthday, anything party. Check it out with Kimberly. She can show you how it's all done. So join them and check out their quest for sass. It is an incredible workout.
Well, and you see that happening all over now as a workout opportunity that's more about fitness.
Right,
and
absolutely.
The ability for individuals to express themselves in a way that builds a lot of core strength.
And here we have Miss Glenwood City. We're so pleased to have them there. Their event takes place September 7th through September 10th, so you can check them out. They invite you to the Glenwood City for Rustic Roar Days, the weekend after Labor Day. So if you're looking for something to do after Labor Day, check that out.
We also have Cumberland Rutabaga royalty here today. Junior Princess Haven Efforts, Emerson Mensch, Second Princess Kira Butzler, First Princess Peyton Butzler, and Miss Cumberland Emma McNulty. Happy to have them here today, and they've got a great mascot, that little purple rutabaga on their
right?
Float. We also have all season rental where a variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none in all of Hudson, Wisconsin. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than ours. We're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment or parts you've been looking for. Check out our brochures to see what we have. If you need help in making your selection, stop in, we can help.
See, I would just want to drive that or have you done one of those? I'd love to just like try it.
I have, and I will tell you
Have you?
that
It's hard, right?
that my snowblower this winter blew a belt.
Oh,
And I was able to get my snowblower in. They actually came to my house, picked it up.
wow.
They took it to their shop, they fixed it, they returned it in like 3 days.
That's fabulous.
And I was worried that we'd get another massive snow dump.
Right.
But they got it to me in time,
Right.
so great service.
We are excited to talk about Riverfest, a party with a purpose. That takes place July 18th through the 22nd. And this is, in the float this year, is our fish-shaped trailer mascot, Scrappy. Has become familiar and adorned with trash picked up every year by volunteers on the public banks of the river. So part of their mission for this event is to clean the river and clean up the river and be sure that this national treasure is kept clean. So mark July 18th through the 22nd. We also have the Rice Street Royalty, and they celebrate Little Canadian Days, Friday, August 4th through Sunday, August 5th. So check that out, and that is in Little Canada.
Back to Riverfest. I know we got jumped up there with the next float, but Riverfest, incredible opportunity to come down and see the incredible river that we have. There's a
Yes.
river cleanup day. There are some Native American dancers that we have at one night. We're also doing something new this year. We're doing a family movie night at Lakefront Park, and it's going to be the new Mario Brothers movie that will be an outside showing. Sponsored by a number of organizations in the Hudson area as a nice family event. So stop down, be a part of one of the many things happening at Lakefront Park this summer.
And also on that Wednesday night will be a boat cruise on the river, so you can tour the St. Croix River on the St. Croix Afton cruise lines. And then Thursday is the concert down in the park with a community band, St. Croix Valley Community Band.
So we have St. Croix Habitat. It's now open. The Restore store that they have. We accept donations and sell constantly changing inventory of diverse, high-quality merchandise at a fraction of retail price, and diverting reusable household items and building materials from online landfills. Sales of donated items help us partner with local families here in Pierce and St. Croix counties to build, rehabilitate, and repair safe and affordable homes in your community around the world. A good deal for your community and the environment. We also have the Little Crappie Swim School, where little fish learn to make big waves. Swimming lessons for all ages located in North Hudson and River Falls. Private, semi-private, and infant swimming lessons. You can find out more at the Facebook page or littlecrappieswimschool.com. What people don't realize is that drowning is one of the #1 causes of death for littles. And so it's important with all the water we have with
Right.
the river and our lakes to get their kids to learn how to swim.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have the Cottage Grove Strawberry Fest ambassadors. It's a 4-day family-focused event that offers something for everyone. So you can check out bands and carnival and so much more. Join us for their Strawberry Fest in 2023 and visit their website for information. They look forward to seeing you at Kingston Park in Cottage Grove, Minnesota.
They still got a lot of bounce in their step, too.
They do, which is fabulous.
The breeze really makes for a beautiful day today. It's not too hot, nice little cooling breeze. Looks like a lot of people are having fun at the parade today. Kids are still waiting for all that candy to be thrown at them.
I know, and I think some of them enjoyed the cool down with some of the squirts.
Exactly.
We have the Fresh Express Mobile Market. It is committed to alleviating food insecurity through a mobile market truck, and they bring basic grocery items and fresh produce to neighborhoods within the city of Hudson and surrounding communities. And they get groceries and appreciate the generosity of individual and corporate donors, including St. Croix Valley Food Bank, County Market, Kowalski's, and many more.
And it's usually you can find their information at the corner store and church here in town. What people don't realize is that there's a lot of food insecurity in St. Croix County and the Hudson area. When we look at the 5 main areas of need, food access is one of the big ones. When you look at families and the need to be able to provide healthy food options.
Yes.
Families are busy, and so they do a
Yep.
lot of fast food. So having options for food that you can make at home, places like this really help with that, as well as like the St. Croix Food Bank and other agencies that are really helping with those food insecurities that we have in our area. Next, we have the Sweet Loft. The Sweet Loft. We have a number of opportunities at the Sweet Loft. We have opportunities for hair, lash care. We have Veronica Klein, which is at VLK Cosmo LLC, Mallory Latch, which is Mallory Kate Hair, Ashley Karras, Ash Blondes, Ashley Benitez, Ashley Blair Hair, and Ava Hoffman, Bovava Lash. So you can get all those services at the Sweet Loft.
Oh, and I love this little car. I'd like to drive that.
That is awesome. That's also part of the Sweet Loft.
Okay, that's fun. Oh, and then this one and balloon and the bubbles.
Lots of red, white, and blue with the 4th of July weekend here.
That is true.
Have you ever kayaked, Mary Claire?
I have. I'd love to kayak.
We have the Kinney Creek Lodge and Outfitters next. Join Kinney Creek Lodge and Outfitters Resort in a celebration of their 24th season, another anniversary.
Another anniversary.
On the Kinney River in River Falls. Give them a call and book a cabin, rental, fly fishing guides, and kayak rentals at 715-425-7378 and check out their website at kinneycreek.com. Kinney Creek Lodge and Outfitters since the turn of the century. I know when I drive down the main street of River Falls, I always drive by these vans and the kayaks.
Well, and we're just so fortunate. So we have the scenic St. Croix River. We have 11 county parks within St. Croix County. We have so many lovely city parks for picnics and child play, so forth. We're just fortunate in this community to have that.
And people may not know, but there's a lot of good trout fishing rivers in the area as well, so they can help you out with that as well.
Guess we're on to
Yes. 57.
Yes.
Yeah.
Christian Community Homes and Services. 2023 royalty is King Marty and Queen Judy. So they've been providing quality care for our community seniors for 40 plus years. They are a continuum of care campus consisting of independent senior apartments, assisted living, memory care, and a 24-hour skilled nursing care facility. Also available on their site is Red Oak Rehabilitation Service, which accommodates transitional and short-term care needs. Join them for recovery following a surgery or injury. They do so much for this community and the residents of this community.
CCH is a hidden gem in our community. We have another group of royalty. We have the Osceola Ambassadors. Join us the weekend after Labor Day for the community fair in Osceola. We are nestled in the heart of St. Croix River Valley, about 40 miles east of the Twin Cities. We love our cool little river town, and we know you will too. The ambassadors today, Grand Ambassadors Lila Kaler, Ambassadors Abby Williams, Lexi Peckman, Sydney Camrood, Junior Ambassadors Laney DeMulling, Lily Bruggerman, Reagan Colzer, and Little Ambassadors Nora Kaler and Cora Oy.
And next we have Bennett's Chop and Rail House. They are a new business to Hudson, but they also have a location in St. Paul. So they are locally owned, dedicated to serving delicious American-style dishes made with the freshest ingredients, and they take pride in creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. So check out their restaurant right here on 2nd Street, and you can also check out their food down at Booster Days today in Lakefront Park.
Bennett's is amazing. We had my dad's 80th birthday party there, and they did an amazing job. The food was second to none.
Fabulous. And following them is Hammond. Hammond Heartland Days is held August 11th through the 13th. So celebrate that weekend with them. And we are so pleased to have their court with us today. They all have the wave down so
They
well.
do.
They really do.
Not only do we have kayaking on the Kinney, but we have sailing through the St. Croix Sailing School.
Oh.
The St. Croix Sailing School is a registered nonprofit community sailing center open to all. We promote the growth of junior and adult sailing in the St. Croix Valley and its nearby communities. Our focus is on children and teens from ages 7 through high school, as well as adults of all ages. We are dedicated to teaching time-honored and lifelong sailing and racing skills on the water. with safety, fun, and adventure for all. Those skills enable young people to learn teamwork, practice sportsmanship, develop self-reliance, and respect nature. Nothing better than being outside in nature.
Absolutely. And this is a new business to town, 1 Hour Heating and Air.
1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning is a premier HVAC service provider of Western Wisconsin area. Call us today to schedule your AC maintenance or for free estimates on our new air conditioner.
And following them is Sound Connection, which is just newly opened in Hudson, is your premier vehicle enhancement facility specializing in automotive, marine and motorcycle stereos, and electronics. And I think they got that set up in their truck. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's in the trailer too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think they've got the sound down.
I think they do. So you can hear it.
And if you don't want it in your car, you can put it in your boat.
That's a nice boat. It's important to have good sound.
It is, and I lost my sound, Mary Claire.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have lost mine too.
I can
All right.
hear you.
Okay. All right.
Well, Mary Claire, Sound Connection for Pontoon. We've got the Phantom here, Al Wilkie selling raffle tickets.
Fabulous.
And we've got the end of the parade.
Is it already the end of the parade?
It's amazing.
Well, it was a fabulous parade, and we want to thank everyone who traveled to Hudson to bring their float and all the royalty and all the businesses that participated. They just did a great job, and I have to say it was a picture-perfect day.
It was.
It's
and
been
again,
beautiful.
A lot of activities taking place downtown this weekend. Also want to say thank you to sponsors of Booster Days, including Mallory's Restaurant, the Rooftop Bar, Hudson Ford, Valley Agencies, Neo Electrical Solutions, F&C Bank, The Emporium, First State Bank and Trust, Citizens Bank, Stevens Engineers, Forefront Dermatology, and Mary Claire, I have to say the Chamber does so much for our community, and being part of Booster Days and the people that come into the great area of Hudson. Thanks for all the Chamber does as well.
Well, thank you, Chris. You serve on the Chamber Board, and we greatly appreciate that and greatly appreciate all that the Y does in this community. It takes all of us working together. So on behalf of myself, Mary with the Hudson Chamber, and Chris Koss, thank you so much for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of the holiday weekend. Stay safe.